I decided to hop on here because you should really listen to your intuition. And today was one of those times that I kind of did, but I didn't. Real quick facts: I work from home pretty much 100% of the time. But yesterday I got a email asking, "Oh, can you come in for this meeting?" And I didn't say anything. I just, thumbs up it, and I was just like, "All right, if I'll see how I feel." But in my head, I knew I was kind of going to go because why not? Just get dressed, go. And it was like, "All right, once I go to work, I could do a little light shopping that I've been meaning to do." So that was my rationale. But later that night, I was thinking, I really don't feel like it. And then I told myself, all right, we'll just see how I feel in the morning. So in the morning, I woke up, I still felt that same energy. Like, you know what? I really don't feel like going. But I'm gonna go because they don't ever ask me to go, so I'm gonna just go. I got dressed, and mind you, I like to be on time, but I'm kind of behind. I woke up at 5 in the morning for no reason, and then I told myself I was going to get up at 8:30 and just get moving because it's at 11, and I went back to sleep and I woke up. It was 8:15. Took me a while to get out the bed. Long story short, kind of like 15 minutes behind schedule when I really got started in the morning, and then it just started pushing back and back, and before I know it, I'm like, I'm just gonna make the meeting. I'm just gonna have enough time to park my car, and if I get on the good foot, then I could race over and make it to the meeting on time. So I'm driving and I'm taking my normal route, looking at the GPS, everything says it's clear. I'm flowing. Then all of a sudden, it gets to a standstill. Now everyone has to merge in one lane. I'm like, what are the odds of that happening now? So that starts cutting into my time. Then I'm back on the highway and I'm making my rounds going right into DC. If anybody knows how 395 is, y'all know how I could get. So I'm making my way in there, and then it's like another standstill, and I'm just like, I can't believe this. Then I'm looking at the time, I'm like, wow, like I'm gonna be at least 5 minutes late to this meeting, and I really don't like being late. So part of me was like, you know what? Just turn back around. Or I really had to talk myself into being late and coming into this meeting late, and that's not really my MO. I was just like, you know what, I'm just be late. So I stopped the rushing because I'm not a rusher. I just like to flow. I even see my manager walk by, and I'm looking at the time. I'm like, well, I know I'm gonna be 5 minutes late, but he about to be right on time if he puts a little pep in his step, because I saw him walking. I was parking my car. Anywho, I parked my car. I had to cross the street, go through this tunnel. It's a lot to get into this building, okay? It takes at least 10 minutes after you park your car. So I parked my car, and I'm really on a good foot. Like, I'm doing a light jog the whole time, which is against my whole demeanor because I really don't rush anywhere. I really just take my time. And I'm just like, I want to get here on time. I want to get here on time. And so I get to the building, I'm using my badge, and it's dinging red. Like, it's not letting me come in. I'm like, all right, what is going on? The security officer comes out. He tries the badge, same thing. He says, oh, you have to go to the front entrance. Mind y'all, the front entrance to this building is like another 10-minute walk. And so at this point, I was just like, you know what? I'm already late. I'm 5 minutes late. What's another 10? So I'm walking to the front, and the badge is not working. I'm like, what's going on? They was just like, oh, we'll go to the badging office and see what's going on. Badging office like, oh, use our new kiosk, da-da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just like, really? So I'm doing the kiosk not working. I was just like, at this point, I should just go. I used the kiosk, and that lady, she said, you know what, if you give it 5-10 minutes, you might get your access back. Okay. So I'm sitting around waiting here for another 5-10 minutes. And in my mind, I'm just like, I knew I should just stay home. I didn't want to go. I really didn't want to go, but here I am. And I'm kind of like forcing it, I feel like. So I'm just sitting there just waiting. They finally called my name. They did everything with the badge. They said, oh, well, you haven't been here in 30 days. So we revoked your access. In order to get access, you have to have your security officer fill this form out and wait 24 hours. So no matter what, I wasn't getting into this building. So I did all that rushing in the morning for no reason, just for them to say it's not happening today. So I was really upset driving, and I'm like, I should just listen to my intuition. But you know what? Everything happens for a reason, and it's all in what you learn. And I was really trying to gather myself and to just, transmute that energy, because I did feel, I don't know if anyone felt this before, but that feeling you feel when you went against yourself, I had that feeling for at least the whole drive here. Well, here back home. And then I get home, I'm like, you know what? Let me just tell the people why I missed the meeting. I was feeling bad because I probably was the only one who missed it. And come to find out, my client was like, none of your team was here. And you're actually the only one who just came back online. What happened? And so I explained to him everything that happened. He was just like, oh, good to know. And he didn't mind. Everything was fine. And so in my mind, I was just like, Sharia, you kept beating yourself up all day. I was beating myself up for possibly being late. I was beating myself up running for 10 minutes to get inside this building. I was beating myself up for being late, and I was really being forceful the whole time, going against my whole nature. And I shouldn't have. I should have just been relaxed the entire time. If I was relaxed from the beginning, as soon as I got to that building and had to do all the extra stuff, I would have realized I wasn't going to get to this building or in this meeting regardless. And it's okay. But at least I did my part, and I think my energy would have been less flustered. I would have been more in flow, and everything would have played out exactly the same, but my whole energy just would have been a lot smoother and a lot calmer. So I hope this helps someone. Like, stop beating yourself up. Everything that happened the way it was supposed to happen. So yeah, that's my little TED talk. But I hope someone, takes something out of it. I don't know. I think our only job here is to just stay in flow, stay in your own energy, and don't let outside circumstances rattle you. And so I'm going to have a good day. Oh, and after all that, yes, I did do my light shopping. I did get the things that I wanted to get. Did I need those things? Probably not, but I wanted them, and so I treated myself. And so now I'm about to take off these clothes. I'm about to get me something good to eat. Until the next time, like, comment, subscribe. All right, until the next time. But I wanted to add one more thing. All in all, everything worked out in my favor. If you think about it, in the beginning, I did not want to go to the meeting. What happened? I didn't go to the meeting. Another thing I wanted to do some light shopping. You know what? I did my light shopping. And on top of that, the 2 purchases that I made, I got 20% off. And had I not gone today, I wouldn't have got that. So a win's a win. And I got 2 wins. I did not have to sit in that meeting. I really didn't want to go. I didn't feel like being in front of all those people. Y'all can't tell right now, but my hair was all messed up. Like, I really wasn't feeling it. So I didn't have to go to the meeting, and I got the things that I wanted. And on top of that, at a discount. All right, I'm about to go eat now and enjoy the rest of my day. Bye.